members joined on Trafalgar Day last year, the 21st of October. But there are, as you know, 4 members of the troop passing out today who were back troop for medical or military reasons. Most of you, I hope, were able to attend the 15th week, which marks the end of Part 1 training. Since then, these young men have been faced with what we consider to be the real challenge of infantry and subsequently commando training. You can be rightly proud of your young man because he has achieved what many fail to do. The Royal Marine Infantry course is the longest course in the United Kingdom and demands high standards of mental stamina and physical endurance. We have trained the whole person as a citizen and as a qualified soldier prepared to meet the rigors of modern war. He is now ready to be a member of a rifle section in a commando unit where others will depend on him as much as he depends on them. Any such achievement is clearly hard to get. But it would be superfluous for me to recount in too much detail all the training and tests involved. In outline, in addition to the extensive skill training and several exercises which seek to consolidate instruction and provide experience in the field, the recruits undergo a progressive series of physical challenges and tests which culminate in a final week of tests. As you can see there, the 9-mile speed march, the endurance course, the Tarzan course, and the 30-miler on dartboard. All, of course, with full battle equipment and rifle, which together weigh in the order of 30 pounds when dry. Having said that, let me reassure you that we do not aim to produce fitness fanatics capable of little else. The aim is a thinking individual whose fitness and endurance are but an essential aspect of his conduct in action. His military knowledge and capability are all important. Turning now to your good selves, because we are grateful that you've been able to come and support these ceremonies today. Mention has already been made of the Royal Marine family and the part close relatives play in our everyday life. Your presence here today is indicative of your moral support for your young man, and that support has and always will be an important part of his makeup. It is from that point of view that you should enjoy not only his considerable achievement, but also to take pride in your own contribution. In a few seconds, I'm now going to present the coveted green berry to each man. While I'm doing so, the names of those who achieved the fastest times in those tests which were against the clock will appear on the side screen. After the presentation of the berries, some individual awards will be made, and again the names will appear. Now, without further ado, let's meet the men of 297 Troop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now commence with the award ceremony with the individual presentation of green berries. From Plymouth, the hometown of the Royal Marines, this man showed good motivation throughout training and has become one of the stronger members of the troop. Recruit Kit. A good solid member of the troop, this man performed especially well whilst in the field on exercise. Junior Marine Hazelwood. The troop's best sportsman with representative honours at boxing and cross-country, this man maintained very high standards throughout training and should do very well in 4-2 Commando. Recruit Walker. A keen climber and mountaineer, this man had much experience of the outdoor life before joining the Corps and used it to good effect, becoming one of the stronger members of the troop. Junior Marine Holt. This man found initial training quite hard, but soon got to grips with it and became one of the troop's characters. Recruit Gray. The son of a Royal Marine, this man quickly became well known in the troop for his impressions of the training team. Recruit Owens. This man not only comes from the same city as his troop officer, but even supports the same football team. It's therefore not surprising that he's passing out, although this is obviously down to his own efforts. Recruit Betteridge. A solid member of the section, who found speed marching hard work but did very well to pass. Recruit Wade. From an army family, this man found it easy to adjust to service life, and he's worked well throughout training. Recruit Margison. This man joined 297 Troop in the latter stages of training and passed the Commando test after a lot of hard work. Recruit Allen. Although he produced good results throughout training, this man is better known as the troop's breakdancing champion. Recruit Junior Marine, Rudd. This man has been in training since January last year because of injury and has fitted in very well since joining the troop. Recruit Rogers. The only man from the troop who's not going to a commando unit, this man is returning north of the border to join Commando Group. Junior Marine McCausland. No one quite knows why, but this man is continually grinning. He also performed very well at the end of training party last week. Junior Marine Gibson. One of the younger members of the troop, this man joined the troop the last 5 weeks and fitted in well. Junior Marine Green. One of the troop's Geordies, this man was above average physically and coped very well with the whole of training. Junior Marine Walton. A late arrival in the troop, this man struggled hard to pass the physical tests, but did very well to pass. Recruit McCracken.
Ladies and gentlemen, this young man passed his final test yesterday.
The thickest accent in the troop, but certainly not the thickest member, this man proved to be a bit of a bright spark and did well on the academic side of training. Recruit Taylor.
Very important moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to encourage the best standards possible, a series of individual and team awards are competed for throughout the 30 weeks of training. Each competition will be described in turn, but what will not be self-evident is the fact that in some cases the results of the individual or the team were very close indeed. The self-loading rifle shooting medal. This medal is awarded to the recruit who has progressed the most on the SLR during training. The winner, Recruit Kit. The General Purpose Machine Gun Medal. This is awarded to the recruit achieving the highest score on this weapon on the range course. The winner is Junior Marine Hazelwood. The Physical Training Medal. The Physical Training Medal is awarded to the recruit achieving the best results in physical training. The medal for 297 Troop is awarded to Recruit Walker. The Physical Training Certificate. This certificate is awarded to the recruit who shows the most improvement in physical training throughout the course. In this case, Recruit Kit. During basic training, those who show leadership potential are appointed recruit section commanders. Later in training, those section commanders who prove their ability as leaders are awarded diamonds. Section diamonds are employed in the final weeks of training as junior leaders, so they have to cope with learning and leading at the same time. Successful diamonds are placed on the roster of candidates for promotion on completion of training, and, if they continue to maintain these attributes when in commando service, may in due course be selected for a junior command course. The following recruits of 297 Troop are awarded diamond certificates. Recruit Kit. Recruit Walker. Junior Marine Holt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prime award for this troop will be the presentation of the Commando Medal. However, as this is a family gathering, we thought we'd bring the recipient forward for a first introduction. The medal is awarded if the standards are high enough to the recruit who throughout training, but particularly during the Commando course, exhibits the qualities we seek in the Commando spirit. And those include unselfishness, courage and determination, cheerfulness in adversity, and of course, as they progress towards the end of training, high professional standards. The young man who was to receive from this troop came forth fairly early and was not his contender. We're very pleased to award, in this case, the Commando Medal to Recruit Walker.
The Thule Trophy. The Thule Trophy is normally awarded to the best all-round section throughout training. But because the troop have had a number of changes, while taking account of performance throughout this 30 weeks, it is mainly awarded for the standards reached during the 7-day, 7-night exercise. Clearly, the results of this extensive competition reflect a great deal on the permanent instructor for the effort and encouragement he affords his section. The Thule Trophy for 297 Troop is awarded to number 1 section, which has been instructed by Corporal Pinkston.
Very nice to be able to get this trophy to the assault engineer from the fleet.
The 6 members of 1 section are Recruit Kit, Junior Marine Hazelwood, Recruit Walker, Recruit Gray, Recruit Owens, and Recruit Betteridge.
That, ladies and gentlemen, completes this part of today's ceremonies. Clearly, these young men, as they go forth to their commando units, must realise how important it is for them to maintain the standards that they've been taught whilst here at the Commando Training Centre. The Commando Wing, and in particular their own training team, wish these men good luck for their future in the Royal Marines.
Order! By the centre! Right! Open! Order! March! Right! Right! Ready? King Squad, stand at ease! General, salute! Reason! Arms! Shoulder! Arms! Order! Arms!
Sir, 297 troops of the King Squad are fallen in 3 ranks at open order awaiting your inspection. There are 17 ranks on parade, 1 in the stands.
Thank you, sir.
And ready! And by the center, quick!